Welcome to Shade
to
in the
Shade in the City.
I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nels.
And today we're picking up on our review of Love During Lockup, Season 6, Episode 2, something about $1 million fantasy. I guess Jade is living $1 million fantasy. So I guess the title was appropriate. Shout out to wetv. Shade Squad, thank you so much for joining us again and your support. And new viewers, thank you for joining us. Please make sure before we do anything, we hit that doorbell and we hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's get into it. And let's get shady. We're picking back up with Latisha. She's confronting her employee. I believe her name is somewhere in my notes. Her name, do I have her name?
Marsha? No, Marsha's the aunt.
Yeah, Marsha's the aunt.
I have it
Deanna.
Okay. Yeah. That's what
so we talking about her employee Deanna. As we know, apparently Deanna used to date her man. I don't even remember her man's name right now, but back in the day when she was like 17, 18, but Latisha feels away. Did you sleep with him? Did you have my man stuff in your mouth? I said, girl, if she did, it was before you. Why are you worried about it, boo-boo? But we learn she's really bothered. And she's really bothered because
she was acting like she wasn't. She was like, I'm not even worried about it. I'm just caught off guard, girl.
No, she was bothered, and she says she was bothered because she hasn't done it to him or been intimate with him herself. So I think
she's jealous.
She's jealous. She want to know what that do. Okay. And so Deanna's like, nah, girl. It ain't no, issue. That was back in the day. I ain't really do. We weren't.
She said she didn't even have it. She said
right. She was like, you keep trying to make it seem like we dated. Nah, we like talked. We didn't like. You trying to make us seem like boyfriend, girlfriend. So she calls Auntie Marsha because apparently Auntie Marsha loved her. But that is what is that man's name?
Keith. I said Keith.
Keith. Okay. Keith. Apparently that's Keith's aunt. So Keith's aunt is like,
and she's only a year older than Latisha.
Oh, okay. So she's like, yeah, girl, they used to date, but it wasn't like that. Basically saying the same thing that Deanna said, but she said, I can't believe that they didn't smash because I know my nephew and he be out here smashing hoes. So, I mean,
red flag on the play.
She's feeling away. And so then she emails him. And she's just doing a lot. And actually her employees start laughing behind her back.
They over there at the table, Deanna telling the little snitch girl, she was like, why you even had to say anything? Like, now you don't mess up the vibe. And she was like, girl, I feel like she should know. No, she mad. She was mad that dude is also going to be a part of the business, that's going to be her boss. And she's like, oh, you want to bring him in? Well, guess who he going to be around? This girl that he might have smashed. How about that?
I will say, shout out to Nels, because I think she told me best. That's why you don't tell everybody your business. Now, granted, when they told her she had a boyfriend or whatever, but again, you're their boss. I don't know if they really need to know your business. That part. Tisha's waiting on a call from Keith, and she's, checking. She's all going through her phone, trying to see, are they on lockdown? What's going on? He hasn't called me.
She checked a Facebook group that she's a part of for the prison.
For the prison wives.
Yeah, for the prison wives, to see if they're on lockdown.
I said, then he finally calls, And of course, she wants to talk about Deanna. And she's like, well, y'all used to date, right? You used to date her. He's like, yeah, like that was back in the day. Like, why is you bringing that up? Like, you really on some, you doing too much. I'm with Keith. I'm with Keith on that one. You're doing too much. I'm with Marsha. You're doing too much. Now, and you know, she's like, well, did you sleep with her? And there's like a long pause, and it's like, and she's like, you know, I'm tired. I'm tired of being played of a fool. And, you know, she's like, I did that with my last baby daddy, and I don't want to do that no more. And so I was like, well, girl, maybe you need to make better choices in men.
Maybe you need to actually learn who you're marrying.
Well, I don't think she married the baby daddy because she called him a baby daddy. She said,
No.
last...
I meant the husband. I meant Keith.
No, because she was able to release after she met Keith. She was able to open up.
Just not get information. Just not learn who he is and who he been with.
That part.
So we move on to Brittany and Andy.
Who don't take care of his kids.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
We ain't even there yet.
I'll let you
Right. Goodness. Jesus.
I'm ready to jump in there.
Basically, he said that he hasn't seen his daughters in a while, so he's going over to visit them. And fill them in some about Brittany.
And so how long?
He gets there. Huh?
And how long? How long has it been since he's visited?
He said a while. I don't know. He said they grown. He don't look. Okay, so he gets there and immediately his daughter asked him if he's moving up to Rome, Georgia to be with this girl. He was like, that's the plan. So she's like, okay, is she married? Is she marriage worthy? He was like, that's my boo. Absolutely. I'm gonna stick beside her. I love her. Okay. So apparently Rome, Georgia is about 4 hours away, where his children live in Tifton, Georgia. So, you know, he said it's pretty serious for him to make this move. Destiny feels that Brittany might be taking advantage of him. And he said if he had any feelings like that, basically he would be out E2000. Now he tells them that he has a video call scheduled with her so that they can get acquainted. But the girls rather be super quiet, apparently, when they rather interrogate him than interrogate Brittany, apparently. So they got super quiet when he got on a video call until Allison wanted to know what she got locked up for. And Brittany said it was for possession. And it seemed that that made kind of Destiny warm up, because then she had something to say. Destiny told her that, you know, they grew up in that environment surrounded by drugs. And it tore their family apart. So her biggest concern is making sure that he's not being taken advantage of, and that when she's out, she won't relapse. Now, Brittany said that she's very secure in her sobriety. And Andy has been a huge support. We also find out that she has 4 kids, and one of them will be coming to visit her on Sunday. So Andy will get to meet her, and she basically tells him to tread lightly. So when he gets off the video call, Destiny says, okay, so you
ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit.
That ain't what she that is not what she said. You idiot. I mean, basically, that was what she said.
That's what she said.
Basically, Destiny said, okay, so you're gonna go take care of her kids and you ain't even really raised yours. So he said he played a great role in raising them. And he feels like it's 100% horseshit. Destiny is like, basically, you're moving into the same thing that we had to dig ourselves out of. He said she's not on drugs, and if it makes you feel any better, guess what? I'll have her take a piss test every time I go. Destiny's like, okay, that's a great idea. So he basically told her that, you know, he'd love her support, but if he don't get it, it is what it is. I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway. And Brittany called back. Destiny comes and snatches the phone and tells Brittany that Andy left them when they were kids. This is something that Brittany apparently didn't know, but Andy says that he told her. She's like, I ain't about to go back and forth with you. And at this point, I really don't know where the hell we stand.
And no, let's talk about how he said he went on camera and said, do I, as a mother, and I understand that it's different or it's supposedly different. I'm not even going to make excuses for this, right? But as a mother, I might miss, I'm glad I'm away from my son the first day, the second day. But yo, like I literally can't go 4 days straight, like out. So in my mind, for him to be like, yeah, I just kind of got tired of my kids. It was hard coming home. Those were his words. It was hard coming home.
What he said. So basically, he was a over the road trucker, and they live a totally different life. They can be gone for weeks, months, whatever, wherever the load takes you.
And it was hard coming home.
So basically, he said he got used to being on the road, being
and away from his kids.
And away from his kids. And it was hard for, basically when he was there, I guess he was like kind of miserable being there. So it was hard. It seemed like he was hard to deal with. And he felt like his kids was hard to deal with.
Can I just tell y'all, when women say that being with a man and a relationship is more than financial, this is what I'm talking about.
The thing is, I can't.
He was so detached, like, and he was not there for them kids like he needed to be. And the mother was going through something, which, yes, we got to give her too, because she should have been there. But obviously, she was going through something. And I feel like you would never want to be with somebody where you feel like if something happened to you, now your kids are just thrown to the wall, or just, and well, no, not thrown to the.
Let me say this. Okay, let me say this, because I'm not going to say she was going through something. She was a drug addict that left her family for another man that was also a drug addict. He had to quit his job in law enforcement to take care of these kids. Okay. Because he couldn't work overnight.
And I'm sure law enforcement kept him away from his kid. What I'm saying is that
but he still
I'm talking
home.
about his personal relationship with his children and him wanting to have that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to leave the mom out of it, because at the end of the day, if something happened to my partner, I'm still going
That's not her partner. She left her partner. They got a divorce.
I know, but if we leave each,
basically she left her family for dead. She said F the kids and F the husband. So let's really get into that. We can't leave the mom out.
Okay, yes, we can give all the smoke, but the mama is not on the show dating the jailbird. She's dating the drug addict.
Exactly. We don't know. The mama's completely gone. The only thing is I get.
So basically, you feel like they shouldn't have that smoke for their dad. Is
what I'm saying is I understand that he's gone because he's on the road, and I get what he was saying. As far as what he said, yes. But also you have to understand, if you're gone all the time, and first of all, dudes already don't have the same attachment that we have regardless. Okay. Second, he's gone all the time already, right? Then let's add on to the fact there's all this trauma surrounding his family and his children and his past relationship. So who knows what he was feeling when he came home. I'm just going to say that. I'm not saying what he said was right to say, but let's take into consideration. I am. Let's take into consideration.
Caping for your boy.
Guess what? Let's take into consideration that really these kids could have been in foster care, but instead he had them with the grandmother. Them with the grandmother while he was out on the road making money to take care of them, and made sacrifices for his kids rather than up and leaving them like the mama did. So I'm not saying that they shouldn't have smoke for him, but damn, give this man some type of, you didn't raise, ma'am, who didn't raise you at all and probably don't even reach out to you now is your mama.
You have valid points.
I got on the road to make money for y'all when this woman chose drugs over y'all. So let's not go there. And a man.
Okay.
So if I wasn't there emotionally for you, I apologize. I tried my best and I was there financially. If you really want to have smoke for somebody, have smoke for the person that wasn't there for any of that for you.
Okay. Nels. Out here with
the
cake for Andy.
Because listen, I give it up to single fathers, right? Especially single fathers that are there, right? But as a woman, you know that they don't have the same feelings, the same instincts as us. So for him to even say, you know what, I want my kids, I want to get them out of this situation. Some men would have just said, screw it. Your mama ain't there. Guess what? I'm out too. He made sacrifices, left a job that he loved so that he can go out, make money, and take care of you. And yes, it made him so that he can't be there physically all the time. And apparently that made him a little bit more detached. And honestly, I think also what made him detached is the trauma surrounding that entire situation. Not saying it has anything to do with the kids. All I'm saying is y'all are grown now and y'all should understand what the situation is and
So
give
when
him
I
some
want to
help.
bring a new addict into the house, y'all should be real accepting of this and not be traumatized. A new addict inside the house, and not y'all should be traumatized.
No, you would be leaving. You'd be leaving your kids and your husband for the addict.
To go, okay.
Leave them for dead. You're not bringing them inside the house.
Oh, okay.
You just left. You just gone. Just deuces. Just I don't know how y'all gonna eat. I don't know how y'all gonna get to school. I don't know how y'all gonna get clothes, but I'm out. Let everybody else figure that out. And guess what? Daddy stepped up and figured it out. Daddy figured out how y'all was gonna eat, get clothes, and all that. Caping for good reason. Caping for good reason. Because what you're not about to do is act like this man left you for dead when really it was your mama.
We see our girl Jade, money making Jade, is asking for advice on what she should say to her.
Asking, sipping.
You so
letting
funny.
The money come to her.
Okay. She's asking her dad what she should say to her sister because, you know, she's upset about the birthday party. Her sister Jessica doesn't like the fact that what Chris has so much control from jail and Jade can't do nothing. Now, Jade plans to go see him and ask, you know, if she's going to be willing to go with her. So maybe they can address some issues. And I was like, why are you taking your sister to fight your battles? Because that's really what that is. You need to say
it's
something.
It's her own battle. Her sister feel the way she feels. She want her to be able to talk to him directly. That's her brother-in-law.
I feel like this. Maybe I'm wrong. If you had an issue with me, if I'm not talking to you enough, if my attention or time is being pulled away because of my partner, that's on me. What I deal with my partner and what I go through, I'm going to go through it with my partner. You should not feel that. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I think so. As far as that goes, I think this conversation is happening more as far as the birthday party goes. I think she feels disrespected by him blowing up her phone and interrupting things for her birthday party.
She made it a point to say it's every time they do something. Every time they do something. So
I think it has. So also, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that she's feeling a little disrespected a little bit. Like, okay, if you know she's spending time with me, right? And you don't want to cause problems in their relationship because you don't want your sister to just be ignoring his calls. But she's like, damn, if she's spending time with me, like, why can't you respect the fact she's spending time with her sister? Why are you blowing up her phone? Why can't you respect that she's chilling with me, that she's hanging out with me, and leave it at that? Right. I think that's where she's coming from with that. And I think Jade is like, well, he ain't gonna stop calling all this motherfucking much. So
but I guess that's what I'm saying. Jade needs to put her foot down. Her sister's not married to him. Jade is. Jade needs to have a conversation, but then we're going to get into that. So they go take out the side-by-side that Chanel wants, the side-by-side.
First of all, let me tell you something. I want to know who the hell calls it a side-by-side. It's an ATV. Now, I know what the hell it is. I had a damn ATV before. A side-by-side. It's an ATV, lady.
She thought it meant some pieces of property like a duplex.
What the hell it was? The hell, I didn't know what the hell it was.
So
now I had to Google it.
Now, they go out and she got this outfit with Chris's face all over it, which we know Nels loves that type of stuff. So
I like my man to wear it. Not the other way around.
Oh, okay. It's very one-sided. You're oh, okay. So
I might wear like some underwear or something, but I ain't about to be in a whole like trail riding outfit with faces everywhere. I ain't about to do all that.
And with jail photos at that. So so basically Chris is they get through the ride and Chris is blowing her up. Okay, he has called her 18 times. And when he finally gets through and calls her, Jessica ends up taking the phone because he's like, she was like, I was just with Jessica, you knew that, did it, whatever. And he's like, but yeah. And so he gets on the phone with Jessica. This was the shit for me. He said, but I just want to be involved.
She said, "So you're in prison."
She said, you're in jail, sir. And no, this was the gotcha. He said, I feel like your sister should be more supportive because she's enjoying basically the luxuries of life off my dime. I said, Chris got a point.
I know.
Chris got a point.
Look, Jessica said, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. But he do got a point. And that was why I said I would have stepped away, because at the end of the day, I'm paying for this birthday party because of him. What needs to happen is they have certain times throughout the day that they schedule their calls. Call me at this time, because really out here I am living my life and you in there and you ain't got shit better to do, to be quite honest with you. But calling me 18 times, that's OD. I get that you can't.
That's a little excessive.
Back. I get that if you miss the call, you can't call back. I understand all that. Okay. But 18 times within the time that she was riding the ATV, sir, you doing too much.
So apparently now Jessica really wants to go to South Dakota to visit Chris so she can confront him. And we all know she's going to hit the fan. And then we learned that Jade likes to show her life on social media. She has over 200,000 followers. But most of her followers either DM her D-pics or hit on her. But she likes to show her life as a prison wife. I think that Jessica's going to show her behind. I think that you know what it is? If I could avoid it, I would just never let anything go down between my dude and my sister or my best friend. Like, that's just not going to happen. Like, either whether I got to confront you or whether I got to confront you, but something's going to happen where we have an understanding. But that I'm not. So I guess that's why I can't understand why Jessica can't, whether she can't shut her sister down and be like, but do you know how all this happens? Like, either she needs to have a conversation with her sister or she needs to have a conversation with her man, but one or the other needs to happen. But it shouldn't be like this. And that's why I say she has her sister speaking up for her, because she does feel oppressed. She does feel like, oh yeah, he gives me the money and I live a good life, but I want to go do things and I can't because I'm on the phone with him. And that's why he wants to be on the phone with her, obviously. And because how involved can you really be if you're always on the phone?
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point. He wants to be involved so he can keep her out, unengaged with whatever she's doing. And for me, that's disrespectful. And she needs to have a conversation with him. It ain't got nothing to do with her sister. That's me.
Well, all right.
Oh,
that's her thoughts. That's her 2 cents.
That's my 2 cents. You can put it in a jar.
So now we're moving on to Reneka and Asonta.
Reneka had that thing tooted and booted. Tooted and booted.
So Reneka goes to meet up with her family. And this is why I really can't deal with people, because her sister gonna call her poison ivy because of her hair. First of all, what a poison ivy's hair braid? Oh, and she wore a green outfit.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't do that to Shakola. I like her. I like Shakola.
I didn't like that she was lying. Because Poison Ivy was cute. She's sexy, and that's not what Reneka was giving.
I actually think Reneka was cuter this episode. I really did. I really did. That's no lie. I actually did. Man, I don't think the bangs was down as far. That's what it was. I'm gonna put a picture up. I promise. It wasn't. She did. She pulled it back. She pulled it back off her eyebrows. It was literally like it was supposed to be baby hairs. I said.
I just don't think she's cute. So anyway, they're really just not feeling the fact that she's leaving and she's taking the girls away. And basically she's like, we ain't gonna be able to hang out on the weekends, have our sisters' night, and everything is gonna be over the phone. How are we gonna be just spilling tea over the phone? Like, So her sister told her that she's always supported everything that she's wanted to do, but she can't get with this. But I won't do that. She said no. Okay. She says, that he's been here for me mentally and she's been going through a lot. So her sister said, what if you find out he's been talking to other women? What if he's supporting other women mentally? Okay.
That part.
And she said he ain't gonna be able to get rid of me that easy. I've invested too much time. Lady, what? If he's talking to other women, he don't want to get rid of you. That mean that he just wants you to be along with them. I'm confused.
When she said that, she said, he can't get rid of me. I said, girl, why?
Basically, her sister feels like she's just repeating the same cycle that, their father made and their family made. And she just hopes
she's trying to break these generational curses.
Mm-hmm. So then this girl got home and got on a video call with her lingerie on.
Don't do that. Don't do that. She was trying to be cute. That's why I said she was tooted and booted.
She said he got an iPhone in there, so they can talk anytime.
But she don't know how he got the iPhone.
She don't know. But she is scared that one day the guards is gonna walk up on him, put him in the hole, and then make his jail sentence longer because he ain't supposed to have it. Now she says that she's excited about her going away party. She's gonna be able to showcase her music, and then she's gonna come back, pack up her stuff, and then head to Atlanta. She then expresses that her family is really not supportive of them and feels that he may use her. And he didn't really seem engaged too much. He didn't really seem to give a damn. He's like, I can take care of myself. That was pretty much it. And
he was like, what that mean?
So she did ask him if he's
talking. Who give a damn about your family?
Right. So she did ask him if he was talking to other women. Of course, he said no. I don't know what the hell she was expecting him to say. But she said that she loved him and she don't trust him. And she just told him to make sure he do right when he come home.
We see Brittney out with EB, who was Kerok's best friend, and her best friend, Shayla. Kerok calls and they're all talking. In the midst of their call, he hangs up. And they ask her what she thinks it will be like when he comes home. Her homegirl, Shayla, is worried that they may not be focused. And Brittney is hanging on to her incarcerated life. So EB asked if she's ready for the hard times. And she said, yeah, we get married. Did you see this $4,000 ring that he got me? Did you see it? Did you see it? We get married. So Shayla asked why they broke up before, and she explains that they were separated, I guess, from their quarters or wings or whatever they got going on.
She said that he went to SEG and apparently he cheated. They was separated for like a month.
So he dipped out. And then but apparently she got past that. She ain't really cared.
She said she wasn't mad. It was a one-time thing.
But yeah.
But what's crazy to me is then Evie gonna ask her why she cheated. And she said that there was a rumor before, I guess, and he broke up with her the day before she left. First of all, I got past it, and you can't get past a rumor. But then she begged him to take her back, and he wouldn't. So then she went to a party, slept with somebody, and he considers that cheating.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it. Okay. So then basically we see Brittney. Now EB, I will say EB thinks that it's a lot of red flags with Brittney. Because EB
is crazy to me because it was your friend that actually cheated though.
Right.
Your friend is actually cheated.
And he doesn't know, or he's not really sure if she can weather the storms with Kerok. Now, Brittney works as a server, we learned. And she sends Kerok $125 every week. I said, that's love, that's devotion. That's what it is. We be watching these 90-day people, and like these people, they really they be invested. They go get jobs so they can make sure this is a part of their financial plan. So I can send this person this amount of money every week. Like, I just don't think like that. Now, Kira calls and they catch up and are talking about dancing at their wedding, which I thought was kind of cute. She says they want to get married quickly and they want to have a baby as soon as possible. She says she wants 4 kids, maybe 5. She apparently lives with Kerok's family because her family don't really understand her. She comes from a very strict Catholic household. They don't understand her relationship with Kerok at all. They have a video call with this family. And then she goes to order pizza, and then Kerok is like, "Do y'all like her for real?"
Oh, he know that they don't like her. He want to get to the nitty gritty.
So
Brother was ready to snitch her ass out.
you think that they don't like her?
He said that they don't get along.
No, he said there's been some bickering, but he didn't make it. I mean, that's what happened when people live together.
And I think the brother showed that they really don't like. They want that gone.
I mean, that's a good. I mean, shout out to the brother for taking in somebody that you don't know, and you know.
I think that they didn't like her once she moved in. You know how people are cool when you first meet them.
First meet, and then yeah,
and then when y'all live together, it's totally different.
That's true. Basically, they've been telling him like, "Yo, her job closes at midnight, but she's coming home at 3, bruh." So
I'm fishy going on.
He basically is like, "I don't know if you can trust her." And Brittney comes back and Kerok tells her basically she needs to come home earlier and doesn't think she really needs a job. She needs to focus on school. And basically she's like, "I want to have my own money." And that was pretty much it that I got. Anything else, Nicholas?
Nope.
She want her own bag, but it's gonna be very interesting. I will say that. Because I think Brittney is being faithful. I think that's just my opinion. Especially since she knows she's being watched. Like, that would be stupid to be in his family's home cheating on him. Like, that's just
I'm not saying she ain't.
I will hope she's not stupid across the board. You know what I mean? Like stupid.
I'm not saying she's not doing anything. I also believe that she's not doing anything, but I'm not also going to say people don't do stupid stuff. People will have things all lined up and perfectly well aligned and still mess up because
they stupid. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to another review of Love During Lockup. If you have not already, please make sure that you've hit that like button.
You comment.
You subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And make sure that you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the IG, and the Facebook. And we will catch y'all next week because we're actually, if I can get this out before the actual next one comes out, we'll actually, we'll catch y'all next week. Because like I said, we're going to be gone this weekend, but we'll catch y'all next week for another review of Love During Lockup. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.